What's good, everybody? It's a new episode of Talking Shit with G Wick. Before I start this shit, man, I'd like to say rest in peace, Dula. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to Bo. Rest in peace to L. Rest in peace to Ibrim. Niggas from my block, but anyway, give a shout out to my son Jonathan. I love you. So this is how we gonna start this shit, man. This was like back in 1993, December 1993, because it was cold as a motherfucker that day. So I happened to come outside. When I come outside, I see my brother across the street, my brother 106. He got his shirt off, so he yelling to somebody down the block. When I looked down the block, he was yelling at his shorty, whatever. They must have got into it, whatever. So he turns his head, he sees me in front of the crib, so he tells me, yo, what's up, boy? He was like, yo, what you doing? So I was like, I ain't doing shit, what's up? He said, yo, welcome me to DeKalb and Evergreen. So I was like, all right. He went to go put his shit on, so he come back outside. When he come back outside, he said, yo, you good? And what he meant was if I was strapped. So I was like, yeah, I'm holding. So he was like, all right. So we walking down Evergreen. We get to DeKalb. So I'm like, yo, what the fuck we doing on DeKalb? So he was like, nah, we going to the pawn shop. You know, anybody from Bushwick know the pawn shop is on DeKalb and Myrtle. So we go there, do what we do. This nigga pawns his girl's earring, this crazy motherfucker. He don't give a fuck. So he was like, yeah, I bought these shits like 2 weeks ago, man. Fuck that bitch. So boom. So after we on DeKalb, he's like, yo, we going to Hancock to the weed spot. So all right, we walking. We get to Hemrod. When we get to Hemrod, we see two people we know. He's still talking to them across the street. There was this little purple car, Toyota and shit, passing by. It was four-door. It was tinted up, so I already crossed the street. So my brother, he coming across the street, so niggas was going mad slow. He smacks the back of the car. When he smacked the back of the car, nobody jumps out, because I was right there. I was ready to, do whoever dirty. So the car goes up, and then the car start doing reverse. So me and my brother standing there, so I told my brother, I said, yo, man, go ahead, man. Chill right there. So I walked to the middle of the street right there on Hemrod, and I just start letting off. Boom, 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 boom. So they hit a car, and they trying to get away. So we on Hemrod, so my brother didn't go nowhere. He just stood right there. So we turned in the corner on Evergreen, and like, soon as we turned the corner, we ain't run. The D's were like 2 blocks away, so they threw on their motherfucking red light. And they was coming down. They flew right past us, because we didn't run. They flew right past us. They went to where the shots was at, and they must have saw the flashes on the Hemrod. So anyway, they going up Hemrod, they flying up Hemrod. So now we get to the corner of Harmen, so we turn the corner of Harmen. So the plan was, we was gonna get to Harmen and Central. There was these mini houses, you know what I'm saying? That's what we call them, little townhouses. They're like little type projects, but they little as shit. They're like 3 floors, 4 floors. So anyway, when we get to the mini houses, we was gonna cut through them and shit. We was gonna land up on gates so I could get to my baby's mom's house and we could get out of there. So anyway, when we turned the corner, there was a fucking car garage. So I threw the gun on top of the roof, and I threw the clip in the yard next to it, and we walking. So like I said, I was more ahead of my brother. I went across the street. He stood on one side, because I told him, like, let's separate, so they don't see 2 people walking together. So he on one side of the block, I'm on the other. I'm a little ahead of him now. So we getting towards the center. We in the middle. So this nigga, he sees a lady getting in her car. He runs up to the car. This is a big black motherfucker, man. He run up to the car. She must have locked the shit. He banging on the fucking window of the car. So I turn around and see the nigga. I'm like, yo, come on, man. We gonna cut through and we gonna be all right. So I start walking. I get close to the Central side. I see these niggas turn the corner on Harmen and Central, and they got hoods on. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I slowed down. And when I slowed down, they didn't notice me at first. They looking all around. So what I did, I took my hat off and I started walking the other way. So my little bro, he peeped this shit. He started walking, because I was like, yo, go. So he started walking, back down towards the Evergreen side. So Boom. All of a sudden now you hear these niggas like, yo, yo. So, they trying to call me. They ain't even see my brother. Next thing you know, they blowing, boom. So I start running. I got some big ass fucking 40s on Timbs. I ain't really going nowhere. My little brother gone. He had truckers on. That nigga was gone. And he fast like that. So we running towards the corner of Evergreen. He makes it to Evergreen first. He dips on one side. I'm just running straight. I ain't zigzagging or nothing. These niggas blowing. They hitting cars and all types of shit. So right when I get in towards the corner, like the last shots, I just feel something just hit me in my back. I felt like pressure. So I was like, all right, I'm hit. So I'm getting towards the corner. I'm like, yo, I'm going to go to my man Johnny's crib. He live right here on Green and Evergreen. Boom. So when I get to the corner, there's a car in the corner. This nigga sticking his head out from under the car talking about, yo, you all right? Like, nigga, you all right? This nigga was under the motherfucking car. Anyway, as soon as I turn the corner, I see somebody jumping out of Johnny's crib, and it was Johnny and his brother. Them niggas was holding. So they was like, yo, what's up, nigga? They was like, yo, that was you. I was like, something like that. I was like, yo, let's get to the hallway, nigga, I'm hit. So he was like, where? So I was like, yo, let's get to the hallway. When we got to the hallway, I told him, I said, yo, I felt them hit me in my back. So when I looked at my jeans in my back pocket, my shit's had blood on it. So, he tells me, yo, we out. We're going to go to the hospital. These niggas got some little ass car. You know how Puerto Ricans do. So he got some little ass car. He got my legs sticking out the fucking, because they didn't want me sitting down. So we flying, we driving to Whitecroft Hospital. So Whitecroft ain't built for trauma shit. They usually send you somewhere else. Anyway, that was the closest hospital. So we zipping down there. We get there on some Menace Society shit. So Johnny's brother was helping me up the stairs. Johnny runs inside. He goes up in there. When you go to Whitecroft in emergency, you got to go to the register side and you got a security guard right there. You got the door to go in. Anyway, long story short, the nigga runs up in there like Menace Society, grabs a stretcher. They put me on the stretcher and I go inside. So, the doctors, they checked me and all that shit. They said the bullet was stuck to my pelvis. So I was like, yo, I'm good. I signed myself out. Took a cab to the block. I see my little bro over there on the block. We laughing and shit. He was like, yo, you all right, you all right? So he was gathering up niggas because they was about to go look for me or whatever. So anyway, I told him I was good, whatever happened, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just want to tell them niggas from Harmen, because we ain't never see them niggas. We was sliding every day. We was going to do them niggas dirty, but that pussy ass block didn't have nobody on it anyway. So, that was it. Then me and my brother just laughed about the shit, you know what I'm saying? I just want to let y'all niggas know it's Doula World, pussy.